welcome back to Dave Does Outdoors. Let me adjust my glasses. It's windy, I'm not sure how much you're picking up on my... So a quick little solo wild camp, me and the little one. Planned my little wood burner. She's getting a bit excited because it's pheasant country up here, so I need to keep a close eye on her. She can hear them and stuff, so she gets quite excited. It's windy, it might be wet, I'm not sure. We're going up the Mont. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm going to stick her on the lead because she's going a bit sort of hysterical. I can hear a few pheasants, so I need to keep her alright close by. So thanks again. We'll get up the hill, we'll get a wee spot. Thanks for joining us. Wait now, wait. Okay, it's getting dark. It's not overly late. I think we've got a wee spot. It's not the most flat. I've got a little bit of protection from these two piles of tree and an old Scots pine. Beautiful. Typical pick a windy night, but it's fairly sheltered here. There's some drops of rain in the air, so I'm probably going to get the tent up. I've got different lights and stuff, so hopefully I'll do some filming in the dark. And there's plenty of little seating areas. I'll be able to get the Twig stove. So thanks again. Remember, give me a thumbs up, subscription if you haven't already. All your support is much appreciated at home. I've had one hell of a week this week, so it's just a pity it gets dark so early now up in Scotland, you know, because you don't really have an evening that you can get out and do stuff without needing artificial lights, which is always tricky. So, but listen, I'll get you back in a minute or two once I've got my tent up and decided what we're doing for cooking and stuff. So I think there's going to be a little shower of rain coming over, so okie dokie. A little bit dark, but hopefully the piles of logs and stuff, they're positioned in a way that they won't fall sideways. They'll all never roll that way. But they've been up here for over a year and they've been absolutely stable. So I'm not worried about it. It's going to be a nice bit of wind protection. So yeah, good little spot, quite shielded, tents up. I hadn't put that one up for a wee while, so it took me a minute or two, but it's so simple. I've stuck her on her lead because she's getting a wee bit running about like a crazy little one. So next task is to start getting some food stuff, get some wood. I'm probably going to set up down here. There's lots of little spots, and I'll get a light set up, so I'm not too sure if I'm totally dark or what you're seeing, because it's after 5, so it's all of a sudden it's like a light. My stove here, modified yet. I've put another kind of hole in it and I've made this hole a bit bigger. So I'm just gonna, I've got my kind of, let's make it a bit smoky, I'm not sure. Let's see. Move you around a little bit. That's better. Got some cones there. Hopefully that's working okay with the light. It's fairly breezy tonight, so it's dark. Right, that's looking really good. That's a bit of light on it. Don't know if you need the light or not. It's warming up now. Okay, so we're doing well, and I'm glad that I didn't put any oil. That's me starting to get into the zone now and chill. That's going to be nice. Little rolls toasting there. I'll toast this a little bit. I've got a nice bit of kind of mayonnaise, kind of. Not sure if that smoke's really kind of blowing back. Let's take a little step back. I've got a bit of mayonnaise for the roll. Let's go and check on the small one. She's sorted. She's got her jumper on. She's not even in the. It's not too cold. Just get the onions in. It's looking good. I'm not sure you can see that. Again, just a little load up whilst we go. I'm just going to crack a little cool one, like you do. Nice. We're sitting lunch. Get you back in a bit. I'll put my other jacket on because I gave her some burger as well. Audrey, come this way. Come. Climb into your bed. This way. Into bed. It's warmer in the light. I'm just blowing up my mattress. I'll talk you through what I'm sleeping in tonight. My Neo Air Thermarest mat, which is nice and warm, and I've got a new sleeping bag, an early Christmas present, the Snug Pack Elite 5, which is good for minus 15. I don't think it'll be freezing tonight, it's quite cloudy, but it's mid-November and it looks like it might end up being quite clear, so might end up getting a wee frost, I'm not sure. The Twig stoves are fun, but they're a lot of hard work. That's a wee small DIY IKEA pot with this light and the smoke and the dark, but we'll see. Nice. No gas needed, just wood. Looks soft. Don't know, let's try it. Oh, got quite a keg. It's nice though. Very nice. Coffee's on. I'll take a minute or two. Okay. This is nice. This does it. Everything's quite wet, damp, so Well, that's me on the Lavazza. Yummy. This cup's like super special to me. The Barbie cup. I think it was Ruby's, Mia's. It's been in the caravan for years. It sort of resembles, or it sort of signifies my dadness. You can see how cold it is. Hands are getting cold. I need to put some gloves on. But being a dad's been such a privilege over the years. Love my kids. So we have the Snug pack, Elite 5. I'll do a sort of review on it some other time. But it's a army, it's what they use I think pretty well in the Arctic. I like the colour because it's green, if she's climbing about it, whereas some of the other ones are kind of white and red and all these kind of pretty colours that aren't really sort of suitable for kind of sort of getting in the woods and stuff, but good for the mountains. But I'm kind of doing a bit more of the wood stuff. She feels nice, that wee feral jumper's nice and cosy, eh? And get tucked in. It's about 8. I'm getting cold. It's never a good idea getting into a sleeping bag when you're shivering cold, but it's actually kicking off a pretty good little heat. It's nice and warm, and a few other nice things like a hammock from the kids and a tarp as well. So some new things for next year. Also got a one tigress hot tent, and then because I'm going to be able to borrow a wee stove off my brother, so that should be exciting as well. So these are all kind of things to look forward to next year. And but I thought I'd break out the new tent, the new sleeping bag tonight, because it's Baltic. It started to rain, so I thought I'd just get tucked up. So we've got the Snug Pack Elite 5 sleeping bag, and so it's feeling quite a lot warmer than my Berghaus one, which is kind of like a summer one. So she's all comfy. She's been actually really quite cosy again, so I've got loads of my clothes I can wrap around her if she's cold. So the wind's died down. I'm feeling quite cosy so far. It might get cold overnight, I'm not sure. I didn't even check the forecast, to be honest with you. So, but the wind's settling down. So a few pheasant, heard a couple of buzzard, sort of a bit of nightlife, which is nice. So I'm just going to get an early night tonight and get some Zeds, and yeah, catch you in the morning. I may have a coffee, I may just head down the road, I'm not sure. So, but listen, thanks again for joining me on another little adventure into the great outdoors. So night night, see you tomorrow. Morning folks, that's about 7. Not a bad sleep, wasn't too windy, Pretty cosy. The sleeping bag, I'll do a review on that. The Snug Pack Elite 5, absolutely fantastic sleeping bag. I'm absolutely delighted. You know, when you buy a bit of kit or whatever you buy and you're using it and you're smiling, honestly it was toasting. It was too hot. I had to put the zip down. So for mid-November up in Scotland, up on the side of a hill, I'm not very high, but it was still fairly exposed. So I'll do a proper kind of review of the new sleeping bag, because there's a few features. You can open the zip up to expand the space, and you can fold the bottom, and there's a variety of ways, a pocket, but it's good for sub-zero. I don't think it had been freezing last night, but probably during the night it probably dropped a bit. It's light rain just now. I might put a coffee on, I don't know, because I'm pretty close to home. I'll probably just kind of sort of slowly pack up. She had a good night again. Warm, cosy. I keep checking her, but I've always got like jackets and extra layers. I could easily I could put a coat right round her bed and her in it. She had a jumper on, so she's actually, I'm going to see about taking her out and keep taking her out, because she really enjoys it. So sometimes they do these on sale, so I'll just pick up a few if they're reduced, keep it in the fridge, keep it airtight as you can. So it just goes inside. You just fill that little with fresh coffee. It sits in there like that, and then if you want a proper review of this, leave a comment. And then another fantastic piece of kit is the pocket rocket. It's starting to rain, but it's just light. It's quite a nice morning. A little bit of light rain, but I thought I'd have a quick coffee before I eat it. Bad for, you should always check if it's on or off first. I never do that, and I always lose a bit of gas. I'll just put you down a little bit so you're seeing that. So quick walk through whilst the coffee's brewing. Spot on. I had the Vango Nevis 200 out last night. Performed really well again. Nice and sheltered. The wind tends to come in this way. It was pretty sheltered. I brought a wee tarp just to sort of lay my stuff on when I'm tidying up. What else? The Thermarest Neo Air, really good. Didn't have anything underneath it, apart from a little bit of polythene underneath my ground sheet. Sleeping bag I'm going to review, Snug Fit Elite 5, spot on. Very, very impressed with that piece of kit. So generally last night, you can see the beading on top of the Vango. I mean, for a £70 tent, I just don't think you can go wrong. You can sit up just. I'm going to try that in my in the tarp tent right in the centre. You really need to be able to sit up in them if you're spending any time in them. But nothing else to report really. A good night. She was settled, which is always a good thing. You can see where I had my little stove. It's all nice and wet. I'll kick that away, leave no trace. I'm going to stick everything in my rucksack soon. I mean, that's how long it takes, literally. That's nice. That's worthwhile. I wasn't going to bother. I was going to wait until I went home, but no. Hopefully you're picking it up okay in the light. It's really good fun because you're experimenting all the time with kind of, you know, lights and nighttime filming, and so hopefully there's some good stuff from last night's wee camp. Favourite tree, Scots pine. Not that one particularly, but it's certainly a really good example. Beautiful, big, old. That's, I don't know, 100, 150. They're really slow growing. It's had a bit of wind damage over the years, but it's a good sturdy tree. It's quite exposed spot, not high up at the top, but beautiful. Well, that's me, all packed up, had a nice coffee, tidied up. Everything's in a couple of bags. That's Audrey's lead across there. But yeah, leaving no trace as per. She did amazing yet again, didn't you? Slept really well. She got more sleep than me, certainly. You never sleep that well in a tent, but the rain's just starting, so hope you guys have enjoyed that at home. Hopefully you guys are looking after yourself, taking care of your mental health, maybe getting outside if you can, depending on what your sort of lockdowns are and so on. But yeah, that's done me the world of good, just getting out, breathing in the fresh air. All went really well. So yeah, check out my other videos, give me a thumbs up and a subscription if you can. It's really appreciated. Every single one makes a big difference, so hit the wee thumb and hit the wee subscription button if you can. So a few other things little planned, bits and pieces to keep me busy, to keep me out of mischief, so really appreciate all your support again, and until the next time, from little Audrey and me, we'll catch you soon. Take care now.